Hello there. Happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to thank everyone for watching the first episode. And thank you so much for those of you who took the time to send such wonderful and warm comments. When I started this channel, I didn't really know what to expect. So your kindness means more to me than I think you will ever realize. So before I share with you some of the beautiful moments that have happened in my life since the last time we were together, I wanted to take a moment to talk about something that I did not address in the first episode, which is what really inspired me to create this channel. So I've been watching YouTube videos for years and focusing on those videos that talked about beautiful homes and gardens and travel and creating a more intentional and enjoyable life. But what I noticed over time is that I really didn't see anyone that looked like me. I didn't see myself reflected in this corner of YouTube. And as an African American man over the age of 50, I really didn't see someone like me sharing these kinds of stories. So I decided to be the person I didn't see. I'm a very private person, so it took a lot of time and a lot of thought before I decided to move forward. But I did because I thought it would, get me outside of my box and that it would be a fun thing to do. So if you are out there watching these YouTube videos and you don't see yourself reflected, I hope that this channel makes you feel welcomed. And also, please remember that the purpose of my channel is not to encourage you to live like I do, but it's to inspire you to find out what a beautiful life means for you. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you what you do to make your life a little more special. So, with that, I'm going to get into some of the beautiful things that have happened to me over the past week. The rain has continued off and on today, but this time when the rain slowed a little bit, I took my camera outside on the back patio to show you some of the plants in the garden. They look really, really pretty, especially these purple ones. I don't know when those grew, but they look beautiful. I love the rain, and a rainy day is really a perfect time to head into the kitchen with Marshall and bake a small loaf of bread. I actually just started baking bread, my own bread, a few months ago. Now, before anyone thinks I'm some wonderful baker, let me tell you how my first day of bread baking actually went. My first loaf was a complete disaster. I baked it on wax paper because I honestly thought wax paper and parchment paper were basically the same thing. They are not. The paper practically adhered to the bottom of the bread, and the whole loaf ended up in the trash. So I just started over and tried again. However, the second time, I added way too much salt. It was inedible. It was absolutely disgusting. So that loaf went into the trash too. The third time was fortunately the charm. You know, most of the time, creating a beautiful life isn't about getting everything right. It's about continuing until you get it the way you like it. The reason why I'm not sharing the measurements is because I actually put a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And you can find really wonderful recipes for baking bread online, so that's not hard to do. After I made the mistakes that I made when I first started making bread several months ago, and I got it to the way that I like it, And so I just make it the way I make it. But I will tell you the ingredients. Of course, it's flour, fast rising yeast, water, olive oil, a little bit of garlic salt, some more garlic powder. That's about it, really. I always sprinkle a little pepper on the top of the dough before I put it into the oven. And I put it in the oven 375 degrees for about 25 minutes. I let the bread cool for a little bit, and then I start slicing it into pieces. I don't eat bread every day, so I don't make big loaves of bread because I don't want it to go to waste. And so, what I typically end up doing after I get through slicing the bread, I will put some in Ziploc bags and place them in the freezer for some other time. And I keep a few slices out to have with lunch or dinner for the next 2 days or so. What I love the most is that I don't buy bread anymore. I just make it. Also, since our last time together, I was able to spend some time thrift shopping. One of the things I love about thrifting is that it reminds me that beauty isn't always new. Every piece has lived another life before it found its way into mine. I think there's something comforting about that. Most of the pieces I find go onto bookshelves. I see them every day. It's so cool to look at something you love and know you didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for. Just like this beautiful music box. I absolutely love it. If you haven't noticed yet, blue is my signature color. And having a signature color makes decorating a lot easier. If it's blue and I love it, it's gonna work. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it. I would like to tell you that it is my intent to take you with me as I travel specifically around the Midwest, but also other parts of the country and abroad. One of the reasons I named my channel Jason Midwest is because I wanted to show that you can create a beautiful life without living on the East Coast or living on the West Coast. That life can be enjoyable and beautiful no matter where you are. So I hope that you continue to enjoy these conversations and that it inspires you to discover and create beauty in your own life. And if these conversations resonate with you, I would be honored if you would join me by subscribing. I know that I look forward to sharing many more of these moments with you. So until next Sunday, create the life you want.